Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus again. In the last video, we went through the last two levels of Sir Raleigh Frog's hideout. Treasure in the Depths and Gunboat Graveyard. We have all the treasure keys. So all we need to do is just go back to the cannon where all the locks were, throw the keys in there, and then we can face Sir Raleigh on the blimp. Before I do that, though, I do want to go back to where all the lives were and get them all one more time. Why am I doing this? So I can have enough lives to get through the rest of the game. Maybe. Depending on how well I do things in this game. I mean, they're pretty easy to get to, so I might as well go for them. And any other lives that I pick up throughout the game, I'm not going to have much in the way of knowledge of. Except from when I've played a level, practiced it before, and actually looked around. But I know the 4 lives in Prowling the Grounds best. I can easily get to all of them. And if I really am hurting for lives, I can just go back to the van, go back to this world, go back to Prowling the Grounds, and I can just keep getting extra lives, saving, loading, getting more lives, saving, loading, and then I stop once I have enough lives. So anyway, all 7 locks are here at this cannon. Why the sequels never utilize Sly Cooper's throwing skills like that, I will never know. I just know that they more or less don't. And I wonder, does the game give me dialogue from Bentley about how to get in the cannon? Does it? What if I stand right here? I know that if you know what to do, you can get Bentley to tell you how to jump in the Interpol level, but I don't know if he does it here. I'm going to give this a couple more seconds. And if not, I'm just jumping into that hole in the cannon, and we're going to take on Sir Raleigh. No? I guess not. Well, boss time.
How delightful! We have a guest. The only thing is, I hate unexpected guests!
Listen, Raleigh, wipe up my family and steal what's mine? You better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me commence my what? Bloating to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are!
Bring it on.
And it's boss time against Sir Raleigh Frog. So for this first part, you just want to watch where Raleigh bounces. Don't be underneath his shadow, and after 5 bounces, he will go back to normal size. Hit him. You can jump from platform to platform while you do this, but the second time around you won't be able to. Just do it like I did the first time, and you should be able to do it. And you want to hit him quickly, or else he's just going to go back to the center, eat another fly, and inflate in size again. Now here, you want to wait for your good friend Raleigh to land close to you. You want to keep him close, so after he goes back to regular size, you can hit him. And here, you need to do single jumps to avoid the tongue. When he goes to normal size, hit him.
You've beaten me. Well, gloat all you want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Muggshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You'll see. Mesa City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's ninja spire jump, a technique he developed while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan. Finding a way off Raleigh's boat got a little tricky with the untimely arrival of Inspector Fox, who, failing to find me, busted Raleigh and his crew. With the storm machine out of commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh Triangle faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited.
And it's a good thing that we are able to do that, because if I ever want to go back to Tide to Terror, prowling the grounds and get all those extra lives back in case I lose a whole bunch, I can do that. Also find it interesting that in the cutscenes, Sly has yellow gloves and black boots, but they stick to the colors that we know Sly Cooper to wear best during gameplay. And, well, they would fix that in the sequels too. So when you saw the cutscenes in the sequels, he was wearing exactly what he was wearing during gameplay. And you didn't have that off-putting different character model either. Seriously, they switched from the in-game model to another 3D model when you have them in cutscenes. Not sure you've noticed. So we've beaten Tide of Terror. We've gotten all 7 treasure keys, and we opened all 6 of the vaults. We don't have any of the Master Thief Sprint hourglasses, but just like last time, I will save that for the quote-unquote post-game. I should also mention that as you clear levels and you go back to the van, you'll see more and more things pile up near the map to the level. You'll see the tank with the crab in it. You'll see the piranha fountainhead. You'll see the statue with the spear, the no trespassing sign, the steering wheel on the ship, Sir Raleigh's hat. And that was also carried over to the sequels as well. The more jobs you did in the level, the more things that littered the safe house in the sequels. It's a nice touch. I kind of like it. Now if we press right,
We're all set to go to Mesa City.
we can go to the second world of the game. And if we press right again, we'll see Murray with wireless headphones and a cassette player with a radio antenna. And if you press X, he does the splits. How he's able to get back up after that, I will never
We're all
know.
set to go to Mesa City.
Let's go ahead and play Chapter 2.
It had been a while since I'd been back in the U.S. Next up, the notorious Muggshot. ruthless muscle of the fiendish five. What he lacked in brains, he definitely made up for in brawn. Turns out he wasn't always that way. He grew up as the run of the litter, a neighborhood weakling. The only friends he could turn to were usually found on the big screen. It was there that he spotted his first gangster, and he knew instantly that that's what he wanted to be. He spent the rest of his youth working real hard to get there, fueled on his dreams of great power and respect. With enough perspiration, he realized that dream. He'd become a hard-boiled, street-brawling, tough-as-nails gangster, ensuring that he'd never be kicked on or pushed around again. So he's holed up in Mesa City, huh? I've always wanted to go to that thriving American boom town.
And we are now in a much different setting this time around. We are now in the mountains of Utah. And we have a road ahead of us. I haven't mentioned this, but if you jump back into the van, you'll go back into the van. And from here you can go back to any level you've previously been to, or go back to this one if you choose. So anyway, let's go ahead and get these note bottles, these clue bottles, 2 of 40, and we can break this for coins. The coins now have the dollar bill symbol on them, so that pretty much proves that the coin designs change between levels. Let me jump over here, we get another cutscene.
Hey, Sly, I thought you said Mesa City was going to be loud and busy. This looks more like a ghost town.
Something's happened. Where is everyone?
I don't know, but it's starting to give me the creeps. What do you say we take off?
And miss all the fun? Besides, I want to try out that new move I got from Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus.
You mean the ninja spire jump?
Yeah, do me a favor and read me the instructions again.
To landeth safely upon diminutive points, leapeth lively and presseth the triggering device with the round geometrical object emblazoned upon it.
So jump and hit the circle button to land on narrow spots.
That's a rough translation.
And that is the command for the spire point jump. Just jump onto a tiny point with a blue sparkle emanating from it, press circle, and Sly will land on it. And from there you can make your next move. Also, you can spin Sly around. The spire point jump is one of the few moves that was carried over to the sequels. And so is the spinning thing. Yes, you can do this in the sequels. Anyway, let's get over here first. Well, so much for that. I was going to do the dive on him, but I need to get down here anyway for some clue bottles. There's like 5 right here. And thankfully, in case you do drop down, you can always just climb up this pipe to get back. And for best results, I usually do a double jump and then do the spire jump, just so I know that I'm going to make it to the point that I need to get to. And we have a dog. And if he hits you, he actually takes a bow. I did not plan that, obviously. And before we go over here, next to this mattress that inadvertently tells us about the best darn eggs. I'm sorry, the best darn eggs. We're going to take a shortcut across the water here. Thankfully, I have almost enough enough coins to get a charm. Good grief. How did I fall in the water? And you want to be careful on the cars, because it is possible to jump on one end and send the car careening into a bottomless pit. So yeah, just watch out if you're using cars as platforms. Anyway, we want to swing over to here. Get rid of him. And okay, making sure I'm not missing anything. And this guy will break out of the fence once you get close enough to said fence. And you can also destroy the fence for coins. But you do want to look around for clue bottles too, like these. You can't climb on this, but you can use this as a platform. Oh.
What's with those flashing lights?
The latest in high-tech security. Electronic floor sensors. Step on them and you're a goner.
Nice touch.
They're safe to walk on while flashing, but it also means they're about to switch to a different sector.
As I was saying, you can use this as a platform to get over to the car. And it is possible to get this to lean too much to one side. Well, I guess that one you can't do it, but others you probably can. And it's a good thing I was looking around, because this clue bottle, pretty easy to miss. You always want to look around when you're near a signal repeater, because in this particular stage, the signal repeaters are usually the source of the most easily missed note bottles in a rocky start. So these things, when they flash, you can walk on them. When they don't flash, you cannot. Flashing lasers also mean that the lasers are going to change lanes. So you just want to watch out accordingly. And we also have a guy in an orange jumpsuit with a ball and chain. Wait for the guy with the ball and chain to throw the ball and chain forward. Then move in and go for the kill before he swings again. And yes, we do have to go in this direction. And we have another new enemy here who throws cards at us when we get in close. And while there are 3 clue bottles here, there's also one down there. And if I could land right, perfect. There we go. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to... Gee, thanks, game. Just have it suddenly snap onto the back of Sly. So now that we got another easily missed clue ball out of the way, let's take out the dogs. And let's also get this clue bottle. You cannot break this fence, by the way. Also, you want to watch out for the crushers. They will hurt. And once you get close to this fence, you'll have another guy popping up. Let's go ahead and take care of the note bottles here. And up here, where this power line we can climb on is the vault. And up there is 3 clue bottles. Before I go over there, I do want to take out the guys with the clubs who will try to attack us after breaking through that fence. And we can latch onto this by double jumping and pressing circle so we can get over to this platform. We'll be going back for that vault. Don't worry. And there should be another signal repeater soon. Okay, we've seen the signal repeater. Signal repeaters, again, in this stage, good indicator to look around, because this one you can miss. And now we have the lasers again. These move a little more slowly than the ones in High Class Heist. Also, Let's smash the alarm here so that way we don't have to deal with the lasers in that part ever again. Let's do some... Whoa. Let's do some... It was going to be kind of hard to get through the lasers the way they were anyway. So, now we made it past that. Let's grab onto here. Let's take care of the card throwing guy. There's a treasure key, but before I do that, do I have enough? Yes, I do. I have them all. We just need to get the ones here, and we should be on our way. 8 and 40. Now we just need to get back to the vault. And thankfully, we can easily make our way over here now that we've taken out the alarms and we've taken the lasers out of commission. We just need to be careful on the way back. And we also need to know where it is. Also, it should be mentioned, I think it's either this brown car or the one after it that has a charm on it if you came in here with anything less than a gold charm. I actually had my charms with me when I started this, so it didn't show up here, I don't think. Let's go ahead and open the vault.
A little bit of higher mathematics and voila! Dial in 314.
And let's do that.
Outstanding! You've uncovered Rob McCooper's patented explosive hat technique. Use the triangle button to toss your cap. Then use the triangle button again to detonate it. Better back off to a safe distance first.
And I will need to show that off once I get somewhere where I can. So we now have the exploding hat mines. Just press L2 or R2 until you select the mine ability. Then press circle. Not circle, triangle. You'll throw your cat to the ground. Apparently that's what the bottom of it looks like. Get away a little bit. Press triangle, and the hat will explode. If you are near the hat when it explodes, you will get hurt. So don't do it. I never purposely use this move. I just stick to using my cane. And it's a shame that there's nothing like this in any of the sequels. I'm just going to go ahead and stick to the dive as always. So now that that's taken care of, we can go ahead and head to the exit, because there's not much else that we can do at this point. Let's just go ahead and break the treasure key, and then we can just open the door from here. And that will get us into the hub world for Chapter 2. We are now on Muggshot's turf. And once we make enough progress into the hideout, we'll get some dialogue for Bentley. Almost went over the pit. Great work.
This Muggshot certainly isn't shy. Okay, so we know he's here somewhere, but how are we supposed to find him? Mesa City is a big place.
Given that he's a bulldog, it seems only reasonable to assume that he'd choose to live in a giant fire hydrant.
That's some sound logic, Sly. Now you just need to find a way to break into the building's base.
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Gee, I wonder what we used to break into the casino. Certainly not that red car. Well, anyway, we are going to be heading over there and tackling some levels, but that will have to wait until the next video. So let's go ahead and save the game right here. Join me next time where we start tackling levels in Chapter 2, Sunset Snake Eyes. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!